Hello everybody, coming to you live from the depths of Joe's volcano. It's the four of us, unnamed, unknown, just a nobody's podcast. I am Anthony, AJ, this is Evan.
Evan Jones.
This
Dr.
is,
Frankenstein.
and
Ian Jones.
And we are the unnamed.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're going to find that out. But we're here to talk about entertainment. What's on TV, maybe games, comic books, all that kind of shit. But today's episode, the very first episode, we're going to be talking about some cool stuff that's just been coming out on TV lately. Ash vs. Evil Dead, Fargo, and The Leftovers. So, let's just get right to it, shall we? Ash vs. Evil Dead, guys. What'd you think? Evan?
I think that Ash vs. Evil Dead was awesome. I think it fits in very well with the previous released Evil Dead material. Bruce Campbell's always pleasant to see. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff lately. He's actually going to be in Fargo.
Wait, Bruce Campbell?
Yeah, he's going to be...
no shit.
He's going to be Reagan. Is it Reagan?
I'm pretty sure it's Reagan.
Yeah.
Reagan.
I could totally see that.
It's either Reagan or Nixon.
It's Reagan.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because Nixon's
That makes
far
sense.
gone.
Different time period.
Yeah, Mulligan already did. He's not a crook.
But yeah, I thought that it was perfect, like jokey balance almost. Like when I think of the movies, Evil Dead 2 is like the perfect balance almost between the horror and the jokiness.
They showed the segue, or they showed the little backstory with that mostly.
Mhm.
Should have
Second.
wanted to.
It actually had a lot.
They didn't show
more,
3.
There wasn't anything.
Yeah,
from
nothing
Army
from
of
3 like it
I'm
never
very
happened.
surprised because at the end of 3, it almost feels fitting to be working in. It was Save Mart, right?
It was
Yeah.
S-Mart actually,
S-Mart.
and yeah, they
S-Mart.
changed that.
They
It was
changed
what
it.
was
They
the hell?
just
It's
Sharp
called like
Smart.
or-
Shop S Smart.
it
Maybe
was
it's
called
just
like
like
the
an
quick
alternate
save now or
universe.
something.
Yeah.
No, they just
It's like
completely
computer
free.
store.
Because
Yeah.
He had the Necronomicon still.
Dude, I think there might actually be an S-Mart now too.
You know what I thought was really cool? Was that part where the lady was in the house and her partner had gotten like turned into a deadite. Like that was almost like a 5-minute like complete Evil Dead movie just in that house.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's very strange actually seeing like the Evil Dead formula be put in place like in something that isn't like a cabin out in the middle of the woods. Like it's cool to see it like in a population, like watching like the whatever the fuck the
Everyone
evil
have to-
force
Yeah.
like basically ravage the real world as opposed to just like chumps out in the forest.
The
Right.
special effects were really awesome too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
The
traditional.
actual practical
You
effects.
said that there was only like one scene with CG though.
No, I said there was one scene with CG that popped out to me.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Dude, what part was that?
It's just the part where
The
he's
doll?
jumping. No, it's just the part
It
where
had
he's
to
jumping
have
and
been
then the fucking lawnmower, the
Chainsaw.
fucking chainsaw just attaches to his hand. I was like, yeah, that's CG. That was it. That was really all that really
No,
made
dude,
me go
that
like,
doll
oh,
part-
I thought
that
the doll looked
part-
actually kind of horrible,
Yeah,
but
the
like
doll
it was
part.
oh, the
funny.
doll.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
I
just
mean,
kind
it
of
bit him
funny
and shit.
coming back.
Yeah.
It was
That just
kind
reminded me of 3.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of 2 also.
Mhm.
This little battle with the
The
hand.
The hand,
The
yeah.
hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Bashing the head off.
I really like the new characters kind of that they're introducing also.
You like that dude's hair?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that dude's
dude.
hair, and I think he's
What
just
is his
funny in
name?
general.
Pablo or Jose?
Yeah, it's something like Pablo.
Something racist.
Petey Pablo.
You're the El Jefe.
Yep, El
Yeah.
Jefe.
Dude.
You're him, man. El Jefe.
Fucking, I like how Ash is just a giant piece of shit. I like that.
Well, it's
I
kind of
love
like what the fans I think have always like wanted like Ash to be.
Well, they
like
always
there's
portrayed-
been a couple of different portrayals of Ash.
He
Like
did
one
three.
more
Yeah.
serious.
In
and then
3, he
I
is
was
that.
gonna say he acts
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
like he
so
did
that's
too.
kind of just
Yeah.
like ramped up in this.
I
It
think that
feels
was
like.
how they cut out 3 for the continuity, but then just kept him with the same character.
I'm surprised they didn't, put 3 in.
Yeah.
Well,
I
see,
wanted- I
like,
wanted
dude,
the-
if you
the
look at
hand.
if you look at 3 though,
Yeah.
if you look at 3
Yeah.
though, the 2 endings, right?
Yeah.
One of them is one of them is an apocalypse. Like he comes back to the future and like the world is over. He like went too far into the future, I think is what it was. And there's just like all these collapse, but there's 2 endings to Army of Darkness.
Oh.
And then the one that most people have seen though is the one where he's back working at S-Mart.
Yeah.
Deadites come out. Well, that's
You
basically
saw
what we're watching in the TV show right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why I
so,
felt it was
I'm
fitting.
thinking like Army of Darkness, maybe they just like snip.
Can we-
Like,
Yeah.
no.
It's sad though, because that was like. it leads up to, because the whole
To be
show is
fair-
very funny.
To be fair, it looks like they cut out Evil Dead 2 also, because almost all those scenes were from the first one. Almost
No,
all
I thought
of them.
I thought a
There were
lot
a
of them
few.
were from the second.
What?
I thought some of them were from
There were a
the
few of
second.
them.
Because I could tell because of the clothing.
When he,
I know,
swung the
that's weird.
shovel and cut her head
Mhm.
off.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, you're right.
You could tell based on how old
Yeah.
he fucking looks. Because in the
Mhm.
first one he was hella
He's a
young.
little baby.
Yeah.
And
Must have-
also Lucy Lawless. That was pretty awesome seeing her. I think she's going to be like a female Ash type character.
I
like
think maybe
also
she's-
fighting the forces of evil.
I think,
I thought it would be that detective chick. She seems to be all.
I think she's
Yeah.
like
They're
Giles.
like the other team.
I think she's like Giles was in Buffy, where she's like this outside force that just knows about what the fuck's going on. Because
Yeah.
she seems like she's like aware of the
Definitely.
force that's going on.
She could be like a remnant of the people from like the past.
Dude, yeah, no, like back to like the Evil Dead though, coming to like our the populated world.
Yeah.
You know, I did like while I was watching that, it did kind of like portray it pretty well. Like the cop, the girl cop that like shot her partner in the head, right?
Yep.
Like there's no way you could ever explain that. Like there's no way you could ever explain that and like actually get away with it. Like
Yeah.
you'd end up in a loony bin.
Yeah, you'd be insane.
Any sort of like interaction with this
The
type of crap.
forensics. Like you'd have wounds from the horns in him and stuff. Like
Mhm.
you'd
Oh,
be
yeah,
And there
yeah,
was
that
blood-
would be
his
real.
blood on
yeah,
the
you know what I
horns.
mean? You'd be able to tell if something had happened.
piece for sure.
Yeah, but I mean like if you just told the truth, like
That he was walking on the ceiling
Yeah,
and shit?
nothing.
Yeah.
That would not work.
How do you explain like the lady's body being on like backwards?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah.
That's
I-
creepy.
It was creepy and cheesy, but I liked
Yeah, it
it
was cheesy.
because
I
it
liked
fucking it totally reminded me of the old movies.
Yeah, that's
It was-
exactly. It was like a throwback, and it was a good throwback, and it kind of shows that you can still it was still kind of scary, and you can still. It just shows that you can still feel scared and not have to have the CG to make you that way.
They kind of
Yeah.
broke this rule a lot in Army of Darkness, but I could have sworn that like at least in Evil Dead 1 and 2 that the evil couldn't exist in daylight.
That's what I noticed too.
Mhm.
And like
In the second one, the daylight came, and then all the people that
Yeah.
were possessed went away.
Yeah.
At least Ash.
And they always and like I think the subtitle even for 2 was Dead Before Dawn.
Yeah.
It just struck me as like, okay, wait, what's going on here? I guess they're just throwing that one out. Whatever. It doesn't make that big of a difference.
No. Yeah, I mean, he was saying different
It was a different,
incantation.
yeah, exactly.
So
It might have a different brand style of evil.
Different force.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
well, like in Evil Dead 2, actually, like they actually show the Deadites in the daytime, but it's not in the cabin time period. It's in the Army of Darkness time period.
that's true.
Remember they got that one flying one that
Yep.
like looks all crazy and
Yeah,
Well,
stuff?
that's like a
Not-
physical one. Like,
Yeah, well,
don't
I think
that
it might
thing-
actually have to do with how powerful the evil is, though. Like during that time period, and like maybe I don't know, maybe it charged up or something.
Maybe it's-
in like the 30 years that it's been chilling.
Except they don't mention the third one ever, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well, it's in the end of the second one, and that's when that happens.
Yeah.
But we don't know the length of everything that happens after that.
hmm
Just that he is El Jefe.
I do like though how they're like playing on the like he's the legend again.
Mhm.
Like that's what the comics do too, and
Yeah.
like they
Comics
all
are
like I like the comics.
I think it had a really good balance of like actual horror and comedy, which is like what the Evil Dead movies really like. They work really well with that, and it's kind of fun to like not be like serious scared.
Yeah.
You know, like it's nice to be like, oh, okay, this is jokey scary. It's fun. You
Yeah.
know.
hmm
Yep.
It's very that
Unique.
type of flavor is like awesome to see in a TV show too.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, man, I'm gonna get at least like 6 episodes of just like jokey,
Well,
awesome, bloody
They
fun.
kind of separated too, like with the cop lady. Hers was the serious, scary,
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
Ash's was all the comedy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man, Bruce Campbell is still really good at physical comedy, also.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like ridiculous, dude. But you noticed, like, or at least I noticed during like his like fight scene in the trailer, like how cleverly they were using a stunt double. like he's just throwing himself, but you could never see his face like ever, and like it's not really Bruce Campbell anymore. But like when you can see Bruce Campbell's face, like he's still really funny and physical about
If
it.
he really has dentures.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of actors like have their teeth like basically filed down to nothing, so they can like attach like fake
Veneers.
ones.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It sounds not
I
good.
found out like a little square nub.
Yeah.
Fit.
Well, from the way I understood it, though, like veneers are kind of like just about as good as normal teeth. It's just they don't last nearly as long, and so you have to replace them a lot. But if you're an actor that's like rich enough, like shit, I get different teeth all the time.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of
He
fun.
had
Like,
full on dentures. Like,
yeah, no,
Yeah.
he did. He was like in and out.
I think he came to WizCon up here in San Jose.
He's about the cons
I-
actually.
I think you're right. Yeah.
He
I
talks
remember
about
hearing
it a
that.
lot. He
Yeah.
said that that's actually a big reason why this show happened. Was
the
because-
fans.
yeah, the
He
fans.
was doing like a game show for a little bit.
Yep.
Like
What the hell was that
a
called?
quiz show.
Yeah, it's for like nerdos.
Mhm.
Nerdos.
Oh, the one that
Us,
he was
people
on?
Like us. Yeah.
I
he's the
remember.
host.
I remember it, but I don't remember it lasting. Is it still on?
I don't think so. They were filming them at like Comic Con and stuff. Though.
Oh yeah.
They'd get like a few episodes at like a day there and release them over time. I haven't even seen any.
William Shatner's coming to San Jose.
Uh-huh. Cool, I guess. I mean, if
Nothing
I
to
saw
do
him
with
on
any
the
of these
streets.
things,
The Shat.
Yeah, the Shat. The Shat's coming. It's gonna be on my birthday, so I'm gonna have him sing.
Maybe.
If I meet him, I'm gonna ask him to sing to me in spoken verse.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a
Happy
really
birthday.
long song.
Yeah.
This
Happy
dude
birthday.
that dances outside of Carl's Jr. And I think it'd be great if William Shatner could meet him. I think it would be a wonderful, wonderful
It was
interaction.
called Last Fan Standing.
That's
the
right.
TV show
Ah.
that Bruce Campbell did.
That's right. I think I would fail. I think Evan would be pretty good though.
Yeah.
I do know a lot of stupid stuff.
But I think overall, like, Evil Dead, Ash vs. Evil Dead, was really awesome, and there wasn't a whole lot to complain about.
Definitely worth watching.
Yeah.
It's set a very like nice groundwork.
I hope they introduce like a main bad guy, but like not make it too like
Yeah.
Buffy-ish.
Yeah. By the way, everyone listening, I forgot to mention fucking major spoiler alerts are going to be in this
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
We'll go
So, everything you just heard, you can flame us on the YouTube comments.
We should add that to the
We're gonna
beginning.
try to be nicer next time. I totally forgot.
Just
I'm
add
sorry.
spoilers to, like, the title.
We didn't ruin much. It's awesome. It's awesome to watch, and even if we said anything, you're still gonna enjoy
We'll
it.
just like put a spoiler or warning at the beginning. We'll cut it in.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Just like warning.
Actually, I kind of want to I just kind of want to make them mad now. Okay.
Okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Spoiler-free reviews. Kidding.
So should we
Fuck
move
you,
on to
National
Fargo?
Dead.
Take that.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else like that would be worthwhile to talk about.
For Ash.
Yeah. I liked how like
It was short.
Yeah, I liked how the girl like kind of kicked ass though. She like knows some sort of kung fu or something.
You're
Like,
talking
she was-
about the other girl.
The one that like had,
Ash wants to bang.
Yeah. Well, I think that's gonna turn into more of like a daughterly.
I think.
Like,
it's
and I'm not
it's gonna
one
be
of-
the dad. Watch.
Yeah. No, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Is that like he's her father like somehow, but
It's
we'll
very
see.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah. Sam Raimi likes to put his own family in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
Half of Spider-Man 3's cast
in
is
2, I
weird.
think his brother was the mom of the archaeologist daughter girl,
Okay.
and then the mom was under the house.
Henrietta or whatever.
Yeah, Henrietta, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill her." Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Swallow your
Dead by dawn. Dead by dawn.
Oh yeah, in the old lady.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
actually his brother.
He writes with them too.
Yeah.
And they co-write, but Sam just his name I guess is usually the big one.
Raimi's really good, but they fucked Spider-Man up.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they are really good at what they do. The first 2 Spider-Men were great.
I like 2 a lot. Yeah, actually the Doc Ock one.
Yeah, those
I
are good.
hated the third one.
Yeah, the third one fucking was horribly disappointing.
Did you hear fucking Topher Grace was trying to defend it?
Topher Grace is like
What was
I
he
don't
saying
know.
to defend it?
Something like I don't know.
if he can defend that, then I don't
Was he
know.
a
I don't think he
con
was.
I think that was just him saying like, "Hey guys, that was my attempt at trying to be a star." And then he
That's why I
totally
Didn't
fucked
work.
that one
That's why I
up.
quit that 70s show.
Yeah.
That new movie
Stupid
with him and
70s
Jesse
show.
Eisenberg looks fucking. At least he looks stupid in it. The one where Eisenberg is like a trained assassin or whatever. Like he's all Jason Bourne out.
It's called like American Ultra or something.
Yeah, he's
It's the
a Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah.
He just
MK
looks
Ultra.
ridiculous though in it.
Money.
Topher Grace. Like every scene in him, he's just like acting like way over the top, like stupidly.
That's Topher Grace.
Yeah.
No, he's usually like kind of like a sarcastic asshole, not like a super overacting guy. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man 3 was an abomination. Fucking, I didn't even remember it, but I was like listening to somebody talk about Spider-Man 3 the other day, and like, I guess like Sandman cries in it.
He does.
Yeah.
Like, a tear
He
goes
cries
down.
sand.
Like,
It's sad.
Wait, was it sand or was it like a tear that
It
came
was a
out of
tear, I
sand?
thought it
Yeah, I
was
thought
sand.
a
I thought it
tear
was
came out too.
We have a mutual friend
Yeah.
that really loved the Sandman character.
Dude, I like Sandman. I don't like him Lowell from Wings being Sandman.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't like that. It's just, yeah.
It was just dumb because there were two villains.
And then they had way too
There's
many,
too many.
Yeah.
like way too many fucking characters in general. It was like, oh yeah, like let's throw in 3 bad guys. Let's also fucking throw in like Gwen Stacy for God knows what reason. Let's throw in fucking Gwen Stacy's dad, Captain Stacy. Let's throw in fucking.
I felt the same way about American Horror Story season 2.
Oh, season 2 was awful. There was
Yeah,
way too much
too
going
snug.
on. Like
Mhm.
They don't even wrap it up. I don't think.
Yeah,
I never
they-
finished it because I felt like
It
what the
feels
fuck
like
am I
it doesn't
doing? We were
finish
watching
even when you
this.
do finish it.
Yeah.
What was
it's-
it? Was it silent?
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
asylum
Yeah.
with aliens and the fucking
Spoilers.
demonic possessions and
Yeah.
Not Nazi doctor,
Nazi doctor.
rape,
Rape.
fucking.
Uncomfortable
Well, it
rape.
was just all like they just took it from the idea of that ridiculously bad asylum they closed in like the 70s or 80s.
Is that why?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Like they had like a news crew go in there and they were videotaping stuff. And
It's just like one of many though. That one just
Yeah,
like got
like, there's so
publicized,
many.
but they were like all basically
Well, no, it was
torture centers.
They just like went in there and it was just like a bunch of like handicapped people all naked and
Yeah.
doing their own shit and stuff.
Ooh.
Okay, but Ash vs Evil Dead.
Great.
I think we're done talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
that one.
It's so short.
I didn't
that there's
realize
not
it
really
was
much to
short.
talk about. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 30
It's
minutes.
a 30-minute
but-
show. There's a lot of content inside that 30 minutes, guys. You're gonna see a lot of stuff.
It definitely felt like 45.
Yeah, you're gonna feel like you're watching an hour-long show without commercials, which is around 40 minutes, but it's really short.
Yeah.
It's not long at all.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell. He's a dirty old man. Okay, Fargo, episode 4.
Yeah. Episode 4.
Season 2, episode 4.
Or yeah, season 2, episode 4.
The
My
prequel,
bad.
right? The prequel.
Pretty much.
Technically, yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to give too much away because you haven't checked out season
I haven't
1
seen
yet.
the first season, but if this is a prequel, I don't need to worry about it, right?
Well, kinda. They're not tied
Kinda.
Is
anyway.
there stuff that's
aside-
happening that I'm
There's-
missing?
No.
It's just
No.
that in the first season, they do refer to this
mention
in like a
it, yeah.
mystery type way.
Oh, I see.
They say, oh, you know, back
Something
in what
bad
happened in
happened.
1970 and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
were you here like during
And the
that
whole
time?
like season, you're like, wait, what happened? What
If
are
I
they
remember
talking
it, they were
about?
talking about it almost like there was like a monster or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like it
Yeah.
was very mysterious. And
Well,
so
I
then
thought
when
it
this
was like
season got
I
announced,
thought it was something like a massacre. Is what
Well,
it sounded like to me.
Spoiler alert, fucking aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, maybe.
maybe.
Or like fucking like you guys were saying, like it might be like spirits, like
That's what I said,
Yeah,
yeah.
Indian
Oh, it
spirits.
wasn't aliens at all? It was
Well,
well,
no.
I said that
It
it like
looks like a UFO, but that's
So do
I
Indian
mean,
spirits though.
yeah,
like
it was
Indian
like it could
spirits
have been
sound
like some sort of
surprisingly
like
UFOs
Indian god
also.
or something, like some sort of Native American.
like a bunch of will-o-wisps just kind of dancing
Mhm.
around.
Possibly.
I thought I saw like an actual ship though, not just lights.
It's just three lights
It was just
flying through the
orbs.
sky.
When Todd pulls up to the gas station, Fat Damon.
Yeah.
Fat Damon.
Okay, Fat Damon is, the one that looks like Matt Damon, but
What is his name?
well,
Paul Blomkist?
I think it's
Yeah,
Paul
Paul.
Blomquist.
Blomkist.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. When he pulled up to the gas station, or no, it wasn't him. It was the cop, Ted Danson's daughter's husband. He pulled up to the
Patty
gas
Wilson.
station,
Patrick.
and someone who was in line in
Yeah,
front of him
Pat-
was
Pat
saying,
Wilson.
he's all like, they travel in threes. And he was like talking about the lights.
Oh yeah, he was talking about the aliens.
Yeah, he was saying they travel in packs of 3 or something like that, and that was 3 lights. Like
Yeah.
Each one of those was.
A lot of people. It looked like everyone that was there was interested in that
Well, they were lined
at
up
the
for
gas station. Yeah.
Because back then they had a gas shortage, so you had to line up. like
Oh.
basically for like an hour or two.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. I don't think
See, these
that
are things that I didn't even think about.
I love the fucking Vietnam subtext to it all.
It's great.
the
They always
Fargo.
ask someone if they served, and then they have like a monologue about it.
That shit Ted Danson was saying was like really awesome, and like I think it was episode 2 or 3,
Yeah.
where they like talk about the boys bringing the war home with them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I think you brought it home.
What I really appreciate about Fargo is that it has these like really like serious moments, and then it's generally always followed up with some sort of like ironic humor.
Yeah.
Like in this episode, we saw them like
That's
those guys go into the donut shop and he like killed the guys, and then he just goes
he didn't kill
He
him.
beat him up.
or he beat him up.
Fried him.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But I mean, he just ordered a bunch of donuts.
Yeah.
It's
Like
that's
no big deal.
that's Coen Brothers Entertainment
Yes.
101.
Well,
Like
it's-
all their
it's
stuff
like
is.
definition of dark comedy.
I
Yeah.
want to know why he was surprised at his nephew's choice in donut, because I think old fashioned's the best.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
exactly is an old-fashioned?
It's the
No-
one
no
that
glaze.
it's the cruller. It looks like it has no glaze or anything, and it looks like it's kind of spiky,
Okay.
and it's crumbly,
Okay.
and it's like really
Old-fashioned.
crispy.
Yeah.
It's crispy.
Mhm.
I love that one. That's my
I don't
favorite.
even- I don't
It's
even
not
think-
too sweet.
When it's done right.
Is there
Yeah.
really
They're
a
good.
is there really
Sometimes
a
they're
bad
too
donut though? I mean, like all fucking donuts kind of kick ass.
I don't know. Sometimes there's
Aside
one that
from
just
those
has too
dry-
much.
The only ones
Yeah.
I don't like
Those
are the
are
ones with the
crumbly.
custard in them.
You don't like
That's
custard?
just I'm not a big custard fan. Just
It wouldn't be my first choice, but they're all good, pretty much.
I
I
just
like-
want to make
I
a
like
correction. We called him Paul Bloomquist. His name is actually Ed Bloomquist
oh
on
yeah,
the
it's
show.
Ed. It's
His
Ed.
real name, actor's real name is Jesse Plemons.
Oh, Plemons.
Plemons,
Okay.
Fat Damon, everyone.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
lemons with a P.
No, I remember Ed now, cause
You mix it up with it.
the lesbian lady was all like being all like, oh, did Dad tell you to do that? Did Dad tell you?
Oh, I hate that chick.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
I hate that chick.
Yeah.
Here we go.
yeah, that lady's dumb. Like she's sitting there like advising like her to like spend money that will basically not take away like any and all of their like career
Well, she's
opportunities.
controlling her in the same way that she's being like, you shouldn't be controlled.
There's
Yeah.
really
It's
Like,
there's
she's
really
just telling you what to do.
Well, she's in love with her, obviously.
Yeah.
there's something really wrong with I don't know if she's in love with her, but she's definitely in love with the feminist movement and like there's something wrong with Kirsten Dunst. Like she's not all there. She's so fucking detached from reality. Like she
Oh yeah.
she just like
I think
isn't
it's
thinking about anything. Like
I
even
think it's a mixture of like either midlife crisis or she's like still in mental shock from killing the guy. Basically.
it's both of those things. I think.
I bet she
Yeah.
was like that before she even did any of that
a
stuff.
little bit.
I
It's
bet
just-
it has to do with just how she grew up, probably in the princess bubble.
That's
and
possible
then-
too. Yeah.
guess
Well, I
so,
mean, it
yeah.
also like begged, like the question is begged when she drives home with just the like dead body in her car.
Yeah, who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say.
Well, that's what everybody
She's-
like said
She's
actually.
obviously been
Yeah.
taking that birth control for about 2 weeks before this even happened.
Yeah.
Mm.
So she's definitely kind of a bad person.
Yeah,
in general.
because Jesse Plemons thinks that he's gonna get a
Yeah,
baby
they think they're
sometime
trying
soon.
to conceive,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
That
just
one's gonna
leading
stick.
on.
Well, like I was under the impression that like this is the impression I got was that like I hate to say it, but like it's given this vibe that like he is lucky. He's a fat, ugly man, and he's lucky to be with her. No, really, and like that.
He's very
explains-
whipped.
It explains like how whipped he is and shit like that. Like how he's trying so
It's
hard.
kind of like-
And like
I don't know.
I got the feeling that she was gonna like leave him,
Yeah.
but then he helped her cover up the murder.
That's so
and so
She's
like
using him now.
yeah, but like dude, how long did it take? Like fucking 2 days before she's
Dude.
back to fucking like acting like, oh, I'm the most important thing in the world again.
But she doesn't seem like the kind of girl that would go after a guy that would just be a yes man. She looks like the kind of girl that went after a guy in high school and they had a thing in high school and then they got married when they got at a really young age, like 18 or something.
And then he got comfortable.
And then he plumped up during the winter, and it's always fucking cold there. Look at Fargo. Look, watch the show. You'll know why he
He
gets
works at a
fat.
butcher shop too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always eating the salty meats. He's got
But
gout through his
I
whole
don't know.
face.
He takes care of her.
I'm
She's
sorry, guy.
She's
You just look really like Matt Damon if he like gained 50,000 pounds in his face.
He
It's so
looks like
weird.
Matt Damon anyway, like kind of like a retarded Matt Damon. You're kind
Yeah.
of right. Like even when he's skinny.
Yeah, it's
Like-
weird.
Well, I mean, dude,
His
our
face reminds me
our
of a
genetics. Like you're always gonna find somebody that looks like somebody.
Yeah, you know, like a fish, how the eyes are kind of spaced out.
Okay.
Yeah, like a tuna. He's a tuna.
He's being racist towards Asians without actually even talking about Asians. Like, it's,
Me? No.
Yeah, no.
I'm not racist.
He actually played a younger version of Matt Damon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! It's fucking the truth. Here the truth comes out.
In the film All the Pretty Horses, he played the younger version of Matt Damon's character, and it's also been said that he looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman, and he played a younger version of Philip Seymour in
They
The
had a baby
Master.
together.
In The Master, so.
They had a baby.
Oh god, I need to watch The Master. I didn't know Philip Seymour was in The Master,
Yeah.
actually.
They had a baby.
I could never get past fucking Joaquin.
And he was
Fucking hole
also
in
the
beach.
only person on Friday Night Lights that actually played football. All of the other boys
that's-
didn't actually play.
And football is the key point of what I'm trying to get at. Is like these
Breaking
places like
Bad.
Fargo is like. I'm pretty sure that she was like a head cheerleader kind of girl, and he was like a big time football guy. Like I got a lot of touchdowns, or I was a quarterback, or I was some kind of.
Wait, why did they
important
say he couldn't
position
get
in
into the
football.
military?
He had a bad back. Or-
No,
He only has
he's
one
missing
kidney.
a kidney.
Oh yeah, he lost his kidney. We'll find out about that probably
So,
later.
That also might
I
have
was
to
just
do with his
thinking, like,
weight.
was he
He
able
might
to
have
do-
diabetes.
He's got the diabetes.
You never know.
I don't know, man. He plumped up crazy for this, though. He's really skinny again already, I
He's
guess.
in some other movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a heist movie or some shit. It looked like, that's crazy though. Like, that's not good for you, really.
That's
Yeah.
method acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I think is actually going to be really interesting? Based on what we know from season 1 with them like talking about what happens in 1979 in Sioux Falls, they don't actually say what, but
That's
they
just
allude to
something
something.
happened.
That's where the wife is going. That's where Kirsten Dunst is going.
Oh.
Is Sioux Falls for
Oh
her.
shit, huh?
Yeah. And so I think this whole like Gerhardt Mafia thing is going to blow up in Sioux Falls, and she's going to get caught right in the middle.
What if
Part
the
of me-
Indian guy is the monster?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, do you know, like, it has something to do with Billy Bob Thornton's character from season
Season
1.
one.
That's all you really know. And, I'm wondering, what if Billy Bob's a fucking alien?
Billy Bob,
Holy
the cop.
shit.
No, seriously, I'm being
Conspiracy
serious, kind
theory.
of, a little. Like, a little bit. Like, or there's just something weird about him, you know? Like, there's something very strange about him. You'll see it when you watch
you
it.
should watch season
I'm
1.
downloading it for you right now, actually, so.
Shh. Don't get us in trouble with the feds.
Dude, I bought it on Amazon.
He bought
And
it on
it's
Amazon.
digital downloading.
Okay. So,
Covered up.
Yeah.
yep. So, I can kind of see where Fargo's kind of going. They were a little twisty.
This was
at
an
first.
escalation episode.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's building up.
Things I
to the very
learned.
top.
Things I learned. Kirsten Dunst's character
Piece of shit.
is a bitch.
You
Very
Her
learned-
selfish.
husband-
Very selfish.
Her husband is a pussy whooped little bitch. Mike Mulligan doesn't like ass play. Dodd's daughter is a fucking bitch.
Dude, she's just a weird lady. She's crazy.
She's
Yeah,
addicted
bitch.
to drugs.
Yeah.
Dodd's a piece of shit.
Dodd is
Yeah.
Beat the shit
Dodd
out of
is
her.
fucked up, dude. He's been like killing people since what, 7?
Yeah, that guy. I mean, like, I didn't. I kind of saw that coming, but I didn't know that was actually gonna. If it was really gonna
How
come.
was
I didn't think it was
Yeah.
gonna be a knife either. I thought he was gonna blast the guy.
Yeah,
not,
Yeah.
not stab him in the
Yeah.
brainstem.
That was like a Godfather-esque hit.
Yeah.
With a kid though.
Yeah. yeah, right? Dude, was that the real actor that's playing the dad, but like
Was.
with
He's
like
really good
dyed
at it.
hair and prosthetic,
Yeah,
like
so-
it looked like?
I'm not sure. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I think so,
I
too.
thought
I
it
looked at him
was
and I was like,
something-
ooh, similar.
I'm
You know,
pretty
she
sure
was
it
the same guy from Battlestar Galactica, right?
Oh,
the
he is?
alcoholic?
Yeah, you're right, with the eye patch.
He is.
Dude,
Holy shit.
did he, like, is his stroke eye, like, CG'd? And
Yeah, I was gonna say,
also?
is the eye real then?
Yeah,
where's
because
the
I'm like,
eye patch?
because it looks like all droopy and
Well,
like,
you can just do that.
yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I guess
All
you
the
could. Just squint it.
Because like a lot of times they try and open it.
So wait, I have a question though, like, cause one part of the episode actually like confused me a little bit. When Mike Mulligan and the Kitchen Boys, that was the name, right?
I love that.
Kitchen Brothers.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Bathroom
They look
brothers.
slick.
Yeah.
They look slick.
Dude, they're fucking Amish people. They're Amish
I love their
killers.
outfits,
It's
dude.
fucking crazy, dude.
I love their outfits.
They're not Amish. I thought they were Jewish.
Oh, are they fucking
If they were Amish, they would have like
The curls.
different outfit. No,
No,
the curl,
that's-
the curl
that's
is
Jewish.
The curl is
Pearl's
that's
the one
Hasidic Jew.
similarity
yeah.
between the two.
Okay, but when they shot up the parking lot of the hospital, right, and killed
Yeah.
like the 2 people and the lady,
Yeah.
right?
Dressed like
Okay.
the best looking monsters.
Like, did they? Okay, why did they do that? I guess.
Send a message.
Okay,
Yeah, they
but
wanted
what
to send a
message were they sending?
They wanted
Because
to
like they were gonna turn down the offer anyway, right? The Kansas City Mafia. So
they didn't know that they were being given an offer until
no, they did.
they told
That's-
she told Mike Mulligan that the
Yeah,
offer was
exactly.
coming.
Right.
Right, but they were going to hear the offer out. I'm sure. I mean, they are business people after all, and the offer sucked. So
Yeah, but they already knew that Dodd went off and fucking beat the shit out of those
Of course.
guys.
It's just
Yeah.
So like I don't know.
Because the guys that Dodd beat the shit out of said the same thing. They said like John Bulo says hello or whatever.
Yeah.
I think maybe like now that I think about it, like talking about it and stuff, I think like it could have been to just basically show them that they're not safe.
Yeah, that's
Also,
exactly
yes,
that's
like,
exactly
like
what it is.
well, it's like, hey, you know what? Like you
I-
said, you're gonna fight till the end, but
Yeah.
like look how easily we just like
They had
destroyed
Yeah,
them.
he had 2 of his best men protecting him when he went to the hospital, and they killed both of them.
I don't know if the
Well, you know what I mean.
it was like, dude,
One of the guys was his best man.
yeah,
And the other guy was
like
a
a
fat
Peter
swab.
Jackson.
Okay.
Look-
Yeah, okay.
look-
Peter
look
Jackson
like-
got off in the car.
got
The other
off
one,
in
the other
car.
one, the other one got it from the side with a shotgun to the face. But yeah, but the
They
the
took
nurse
his
got
hat.
killed too. Yeah, they took his hat. They put it in his lap.
Hmm.
But the point is, he's sending a message to him saying, "Yeah, exactly. You're not safe," and it's a message to the others, especially his wife,
Mhm.
saying, "Look what I can do."
Well, yeah, we know where you are at
Yeah.
all times.
Yeah, you
and
can't
we can,
hide.
We can get you
Yes,
at any point
so-
in time. So don't feel safe because
Yeah.
you're not.
You better just take our offer, or else.
Yeah.
Just off topic, kind of, but this show also has like probably the best cast I think I've seen on a TV show in a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I really
it works
loved it.
really well.
Like, there's been casts in other
Yeah.
shows that kind of like they've got really good fucking minutia and whatnot, and like they end up being good by the end. But like all of these, like a lot of them are established already, and they kind of put them in there in really interesting ways. Like Mike Mulligan, I've seen him in like a ton of different roles.
He's in The
This is
Sopranos.
Easily the most interesting.
Who was
Uh,
Spanish?
Yeah,
He was that black rapper that Christopher
Oh, yeah.
Moltisanti.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, he was. I always remember him as the guy in The Big Hit who
Yep,
claimed he
that
never
too.
masturbated,
Yeah.
and then they go to the video store
course,
at the
everyone
end, and there's a
remembers.
big poster of
Customer of the
him.
month.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the pornography customer of the month, like
Yeah.
at the rental
Poster,
store.
like, smiling.
Yeah, he's just like,
I didn't get that as a kid.
but he
Yeah.
masturbated a lot.
It's like, well, whatever.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, he's been in a lot of shit though. I think he was also a Black Elvis in 30,000 Miles to Graceland at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
seen one.
Dude, you haven't seen that?
No.
That's like one of
He's
Kevin
awesome.
Costner's best movies, actually.
There's like 4. Like,
He's
Elvis
awesome in that
impersonators,
movie.
And they all start robbing.
He's
places.
awesome in that
Yeah.
movie.
I should see it.
Fucking
It's like some stupid like CG
it's him, Kurt
scorpion
Russell,
fight
and Courtney
movie.
Cox.
Courtney
or-
Cox is an Elvis? I gotta see this.
No,
she's
as
just
an
a
Elvis.
lady.
But Kevin Costner is as an Elvis, and so is Kurt Russell. Like,
Oh,
and,
Kurt. Oh,
and David Arquette.
David Arquette. Okay.
He can be good. Also, another movie I tried to get you to watch a while ago.
Ready to Rumble.
But, no. Have you seen Mr. Brooks?
What?
Mr. Brooks.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, well, you should watch that too then.
Yeah,
That's a really
that's
good
like
movie.
the
It's
best
Kevin
movie I've
Costner's
seen in,
second
like, a decade.
other good movie.
Okay.
Like those two are his best in my opinion. And I hate Kevin Costner for the most part, but those movies are amazing.
Okay, so do we have any more thoughts on Fargo, or should we move on to
yeah.
the
Just that
leftovers?
I think
'Cause
that-
I have some burning
Well,
comments that I want
I
to
just
make
want to
about
say I think
leftovers.
Peggy Bloomquist is probably going to kill Ed before the end. I just get a feeling.
Yeah, I heard the same thing from people that I'm watching it with.
Oh, really? They
Yeah,
think
they're
so
saying
too?
yeah, she's gonna kill him.
Because she's so detached and she seems like she'll do anything kind of
Yeah,
to get
as
what she wants.
soon as she figures, okay, this guy's gonna get me in trouble because he's gonna narc, I'm gonna kill him so I can get away with it.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, the whole time she's trying to cover stuff up from the very beginning,
I hope-
and her husband's just like, well, I love you, babe, and we're gonna have a family and we're gonna be great. So I'll just follow you like a lamb.
I hope they go into like a little bit of a backstory for her because there might be a reason why she's so fucked up.
I'm sure.
That'd be cool, actually.
You know what I really love about this series? I really love the cinematography.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so good.
I love the way that they're
Shots
implementing.
are beautiful.
Yeah, it's almost like comic strip style.
Yeah, when they show the side by sides.
Yes,
Yeah.
those panels.
2 different like
Yeah.
angles and stuff.
Yeah, and then there's like for instance when the Indian
went to the house for the first time.
And when he was checking the ground,
Yeah.
when he was checking the tire marks, and it was showing 2 angles of him, and then they showed the flashback and stuff like that inside the scenes. Oh, that was fucking awesome. Cinematography is
or
great.
when you looked up,
Music is
it was
great.
the time passing with the sunlight moving really
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah. I thought that was him recalling the aliens.
Well, I think it was more like lost time.
He
Like,
literally
the
lost time.
abductions,
They
that was
made a
like
point. They
3
made
or
a
4
point.
hours.
They made a point of showing the clock on the wall inside the Waffle Hut, and like it was like at 7, and then like when he
It's
looks up from his
10
watch,
or so.
it was like at 8 at least. Like,
And that's
so it was at
exactly
least
what
an hour.
happens during abductions, is it
Yeah,
not?
yeah, like I'm
A
hoping.
lot of times that's the most common ones. Is
I kind of hope
lost
they.
time.
I kind of hope they never like really. Like that's just like a weird thing going on in the show, and I hope it never actually gets explained or
They
anything.
started the episode when in the theater with that alien movie on.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Yeah, you're right about that.
narration that was going on. It was talking about UFOs. And
I was
stuff.
actually thinking like while we were watching it that like maybe we should see what movie that was. Like maybe that holds significance, you know.
The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Was that what it
What
was?
was the original?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so because there's the alien in it looks human, and then there's the robot. There's no like aliens in it. that
It could
look
be
like
one of like
monsters.
fucking hundreds of thousands
Yeah,
of
there's so
shitty
many of
sci-fi
those.
movies. But
It's got to be one that has some kind of thing, but who knows if it really means anything other than that scene.
I just hope like they don't like bring it into the main plot. Like really, I
Too
hope it
much
kind
alien.
of dances in the background.
It's
like
always
it does.
it's like kind of creeping over everyone, and I don't know if people even notice because they're so busy watching everything
Yeah.
else.
Mhm.
Some people probably don't even remember it after.
Rye was the only one that's like really like paid attention to it, and he got creamed with a car like
Oh, yeah.
directly after.
I think the nephew character with the crippled hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might be I like him for some reason. I feel like he's kind of like, I know he wants to be a gangsta.
Yeah.
He wants to be in the
He wants to be
family.
a Gerhardt.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants to be a Gerhardt, but I think he's kind of innocent.
I think that he might die. And speaking of people
Sad.
that might die, I think that I think also that the mom of the mafia family is gonna.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna kill Don.
Ooh.
I think it's gonna come down to it, and I think she's gonna murder him.
I thought she was in this episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
she definitely was
But, like, I
pulling
think-
away from him.
If she kills him, then
at the
she.
end of the
If she
episode.
kills him, then
He's
she's
gonna-
going to take the offer.
Yeah.
But she already said that we're going to war.
I
Yeah.
would have at least like chopped the hand off like the guy was talking about.
There's gonna be some
Her
where Don
Dod's
pushes
daughter.
too
Dod's
far.
daughter might kill her. Might kill him. Sorry.
I could see Don's daughter killing almost anybody in the family. She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, she's already sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah.
yeah, that too. Like really.
Yeah,
sleeping
she's
with him,
really sleeping with the enemy.
sticking
Where do you
thumbs in
think
butts.
Okay.
that-
Yeah, thumbs and butts. Mulligan did not like that.
Yeah, he was
I
perplexed.
like
He's surprised.
surprised.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else left to say about Fargo?
That's it.
Not that particular episode.
Yeah, like it was just
Yeah, it was a lot of.
build up.
Yeah, they're getting us ready for something big, and it might happen in the next episode, or it might happen in the episode after. But something is coming, guys.
Yeah. I thought Blomqvists
Sioux
were
Falls,
maybe even.
1979, yo.
Yeah, it's coming.
Alright, so leftovers. We saw a lot of.
It was a Matt
It was
episode.
a Matt episode.
We had one of
which-
those in first season.
Yep.
We get one in this.
Matt episode I thought was pretty awesome.
I always feel like he can never win.
Yeah.
Well,
it was the same way
that's
as
what
the
I wanted
first
to bring
one.
up. Okay, was he mentions that his favorite book in the Bible is Job.
Job, yeah.
Job's plight in the Bible is very similar to what Matt has been going through.
Oh.
Like, he has had everything almost taken away from
Oh shit!
him.
And his wife never speaks except for once.
Yeah,
Once,
yeah.
exactly, right? Okay,
Yeah.
and so, and
She
then,
is never named.
but at the end of the book of Job, he is rewarded for his obedience. His wealth doubles. He's given so many sons and daughters, and they all have like children and great grandchildren, and so like everything he went through was worth something. Like at the end, and I feel like that was kind of the symbolism with Matt getting into the stockades, was that he is going to continue to be obedient towards God, in the hope that she will have the baby and that he'll be rewarded.
Well,
like Job
also,
was.
I think he was just, like, literally, like, taking the place of somebody because that's what he would want somebody else to do for him.
And he did have
Yeah.
sins to repent for.
I was
Yes.
gonna say he's doing penance.
Yeah.
And when that old man said like, he will die if you don't get back in there.
Yeah.
I don't think he was necessarily referring to her baby.
Talking about the boy.
I think he was talking about the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
The boy
sick.
might have been. Yeah.
He's sick because that's why the dad.
Exactly.
But that guy, he's a holy Wayne.
I'm waiting for them to like.
The Indian dude that was in the.
Well,
yeah.
and the black guy too. Then
There's so
Because
many
the black
holy
guy knew
Waynes,
that she
guys.
was pregnant without any sort of. Oh wait, that's right. He read the paper.
Mhm.
But never mind.
Yeah.
He's not like psychic like I thought.
No, he's just got his like feelers out everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
The guy that
I
can read bloody hands is a holy Wayne.
Yeah.
I don't think he is. I think he's just like an actual prophet.
Family
like
Matters
almost.
guy.
Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I
who
think-
knows if Holy Wayne isn't like the same?
Because
He's
Holy
dead
Wayne
now.
himself didn't like know that. Like that's what I'm saying is like
Powers
whenever-
can differ. You know what I mean? Like you can't. Like some people can read faces, and some people can read palms, and some people can see ghosts.
Yeah, but like
But
I don't
doesn't
think
change all
I
the
don't
time.
think Wayne had any control over what was happening. I think Wayne just kind of like noticed something that kind of happened for some reason, or at least it seemed like it was happening, but he never even knew himself if whether or not he believed in it. Like even like when he was sitting there dying on the toilet, he was like asking if he was like a fraud. Like I think I'm a fraud is what he said,
When
and
you're
then.
dying, that's when you have the most doubts of any of your
Yeah,
decisions.
no, I agree,
Question
but I'm
is,
just
is it-
saying, like, the fact that he himself even, like, throughout all of it, like, seeing all of his miracles and all of that, like, and he still even questions it, like, that kind of paints a picture that, like, was he doing anything at all? Like, or was it kind of just in people's heads, you know, like, because, like, I don't know, like, a lot of religious shit, like, it could be a miracle, but it could also be a huge set of coincidences, you know, and like people choose to decide, like in their brains, like what it was.
And it also comes back to what we talked about earlier off mic about when we talked about Cthulhu and how these kind of things can just manifest themselves from a group constantly thinking about it. You can manifest something with a group of what is it called? Cognitive.
That might be true. Like he didn't have powers, but because everybody believed that
Yeah.
he did so much that it gave him powers,
Yeah.
maybe. But like still, like I guess at that
It's
point, would
the
that
ultimate
really
placebo.
be like? Yeah, it would. It'd be like a big, huge placebo effect.
Oh, another thing I wanted to bring up about the episode was when those people were running into Miracle, when Matt and Mary were stopped and they had to wait, the girl that ran in, she looked an awful lot like that neighbor's daughter, the one that's missing.
Neighbors.
And then Nora even said that
Evie or whatever?
that there was an anonymous tip made that the girl
She's
had
the one
been
who did it.
seen.
Yeah, she's the one that did it.
We know that she did it, but like maybe she saw her. Maybe she actually did see her.
I don't think so.
It looked
on
an
that
awful
one.
lot
But
like
I do
her.
think it could have been her. You might be right about that, but maybe not though too. Like, I don't think Patty was lying about like her actually disappearing. Yeah.
Why aren't they searching inside this sinkhole?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a good question. I think they did. I think we just didn't see it because they were all like down in there that day.
Well, they should have showed it.
Yeah.
No,
Would've helped my
I'm
brain
waiting.
a lot.
I'm waiting for them to explain like why the Mike is that his neighbor's name, Mike?
Not sure.
What's the fire chief guy, the asshole?
I can't remember.
Like I'm waiting to see though like why he is in control of that town. Like
Yeah.
everybody listens to him, and it's like, dude, he was an ex-con.
It's gotta
Like,
be something that happened on that.
yeah, obviously, but it's like it's weird, like how much like they listen to them or to him. I
Maybe
mean,
he's the one that saved everybody.
Or he stopped someone from doing something.
maybe. Like maybe somebody was taking advantage of them all.
But it's also
Like,
his wife was saying that his behavior had been escalating too. Like that was the first.
well, see, yeah, that's what I mean. Is like he didn't start off like murdering somebody to get influence. Like it couldn't have been that.
Well, he didn't kill that guy. He just burned his house down.
Yeah, but that's like the
Yeah,
worst
but
it's been.
It's the next step. Like he was going there to kill him. If he hadn't been shot, he would have killed him with that bat.
That's true. Then he got shot himself.
In the show, his name is John Murphy.
John Murphy. Okay, sounds like a fake name.
Because it's an actor's name.
Yeah.
No, his real life name is Kevin Carroll, but on the show,
John Murphy.
John Murphy.
Sounds
is
like
his character.
sounds
John
like
Coffey.
sounds like RoboCop.
I'm joking. Oh no. can't remember.
What? Oh,
No,
Yeah.
I did show him the
Yeah, I
Terminator
saw
3
it.
deleted scene.
The deleted scene from Terminator 3.
Yes, Chief Wilson, Candy.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger's real voice.
Yeah,
We can fix it.
yeah. It made me laugh too. Fucking, I like The Leftovers a lot. It really, like, I don't know. I think of it as like this huge, like, many different metaphors for coping with loss are in that show. It's great. This one didn't really have it though. This
It's all
episode.
him. It was all Matt.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that there's a theme going on too with babies. Like babies are important in this
Well,
post-departure world.
Babies always represent hope.
They do.
Any time where lots of people are dying.
And then there was also the goat, the sacrifice.
At the car
I
accident.
didn't think of it
Yeah.
as a sacrifice. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
of it as a different metaphor.
I
But
think God smited
Makes
that
sense.
man. The
Yeah,
one that,
for what he did.
yeah, God made him pay the price.
And it
for
was a
fucking with
reward for Matt because he was being obedient.
God's angry. This is like First Testament God.
Yeah.
Matt. Yeah.
The
All I
angry
know,
one.
is that he could think of it and see these signs like that, but it could still just, in the end, turn out that none of it's real. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
I'm just saying there are a lot of similarities. I mean, even if you look at like the depictions of like Job, like the old like artists like paintings and stuff, he pretty much looks like that guy in the stockade.
Well,
Like,
he
he's all
doesn't
fucked up
God
and
also
shit.
give him like the plague and shit before he like heals him? I'm
I
pretty
bet-
sure like he like fucks him up and he like kills his, or he makes him kill his own son.
I wouldn't
He
be
almost
surprised if
just
there was a
stops
plague
right
that goes
before
through
he
that
kills
camp.
Like, look at that guy.
He tells him to take his son up to the mountain. And
Dude, he looks like he's bleeding out of his dick.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
We're looking
Like,
at a picture of Job, guys.
Yeah.
He's bleeding out of his dick.
As
Sorry,
portrayed by
Christians.
Bonnet.
It's a real picture.
Because
that was
God's
made
such a
for-
cool guy.
Job. Job was the name of lawnmower man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He got rewarded.
Mm-hmm. By Pierce
Intelligence.
Brosnan.
No, what else? What else about Leftovers?
I really like that dude that lives on that like pagoda that
God.
he built.
God. That's
Yeah,
his
is that his
name?
name? God. Yeah, I
call
really
him
like
God.
him.
I've called him God.
He's cool because he saw.
Patty.
Yeah, he saw
Well,
Patty.
No, there's no.
They-
he
yeah.
didn't say,
He says, "Who's your friend?"
yeah, but he didn't say.
But he
"Who's
was
that
talking
lady?"
to himself.
He said, "Who
So
are you
he's-
talking to?"
No, he
No,
said
he says,
who's your
"Who's that
friend?
lady? Who's your friend?"
Who's
Yeah.
your friend?
Oh, okay.
But like,
He saw him talking to no one.
yeah.
But if he had said, "Who's that lady with the red hair?"
That would have been. That
They're
was
not gonna do that.
I know,
though.
I know.
No, but you know what I mean. Like, it's kind of ambiguous. Like,
Yeah.
still, like
But
he
he
could have
could-
just been
he
all
could-
like, "Hey, who are you talking to?" Is basically what it could have meant.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
who's your friend is.
But that was the first time he'd
You
spoken.
Bluetooth or whatever.
That was the first time he'd spoken in any of the episodes.
Why would you talk to? I don't know. I think he. I
You're
think
right.
he saw
you're
her.
right.
he saw
I
her.
think he's just like Kevin. I think, if anything.
Yeah.
Like, where like
That's why he chose to live up there because he couldn't handle it.
that,
Well, I
well,
think-
that's
I
gonna.
think he's sort of like the people outside, where he's just kind of trying something different.
Yeah, or it could be like his the main character's what's his name?
Kevin Garvey.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin's dad. How he's like, I need to go to Australia because that's what the voices are telling me to do. Maybe they told this dude to like build a tower, stand in the tower, and let people carry your poop in a bucket.
Man,
What if he was up there,
Here's your mail.
like on top of there or something, the day the departure happened?
I don't know. Is
And
that
that's
why he's still there?
I don't know. They didn't say.
there's
It's
too
just-
much unexplained shit
I
right
don't
now.
know.
Like
People, he's got people to deliver him his mail and stuff.
Mhm.
that I wish that
You
they
better
would
hope it never rains.
get around
Yeah.
to, but I'm not sure that they are gonna get around to it. Because there was still a lot of unexplained shit after season 1 also.
Yeah.
I do remember that you commenting on the shanty towns though, like, and I think like that every town almost has a shanty town going on now, almost.
No,
Like a
it's
little
not
Oh,
like that.
this one's special.
It's
this is a special
special
town.
because
It's the only town
nobody
with no
from that
departures, yeah.
state park disappeared.
Yeah.
Well, also
So
like
everyone is coming there
okay.
as like a pilgrimage
They think
to
if they
try
stay
and,
there,
Yeah,
then
that they'll be
they won't get
safe.
departed from a second departure.
I don't
Yeah.
even understand like how that works. Like,
Well, they had the scientists buy the house from.
Nora's house.
Yeah, they bought Nora's house. And
No,
then
no,
they were
what I
like,
mean
well,
is-
this house had this many departures, so we're just trying to fix the problem.
Well, no, they're like it's a matter of geography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we think it's like certain areas.
That's why she dropped 5 bills on that place.
Mhm.
no, I'm saying though, like, I don't see how, like, not only that they would think that they'd feel secure in there, but that, like, how is that necessarily a good thing even? like to not have departed. Like you don't even know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
They're just scrambling.
But they're just trying to live because they don't know what the departure really is.
it just seems weird because it's also not even a town. It's like a state park.
A lot
it's
of-
just fucking weird.
A lot of people want in, and I have this big feeling that Kevin wants the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, Kevin always wants to fuck out, though. Like, that's been a theme with Kevin, where he's just, like, always wanted to run away, even before this shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, if anything is, like, normal or feels good or, like, is just normal, calm, he wants to fuck it up.
He needs chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, he knows he's supposed to be doing something.
He's got a future, for sure. There's a plan for Kevin. You could tell. Like, it's just whether or not he's ever going to get on the same page as the plan.
Well, I think it's going to start telling him to do stuff in the town.
When he listens to Patty, finally. If he will.
He's going to see more than just Patty, too, because his dad sees more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Does he?
Yeah, his
Well,
dad
he's
says there's voices.
Oh, I know he also saw Patty
What was he
himself.
seeing in the first season?
Oh, wait, no, he didn't. That was in
Saw
Kevin's
someone else.
dream.
The dog.
Oh, the guy, yeah, the guy
Or
that
no,
was
the
killing
deer.
dogs.
The deer. He
Yeah.
saw
He was
the...
the guy
That
that
was
you
killing
never really knew if that guy was real or not.
That's true.
Actually.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
true, but now looking at Patty...
But
the
everything,
question
like that
you-
truck was his and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
Like there would have been no way for that guy.
Yeah, I agree. Like, but
then that brings in the
I don't
question:
know.
is who is that guy?
yeah, right.
It was the guy that takes control of Kevin's body and makes him kill dogs. Or
Well,
makes
like
him want
you-
to kill himself.
Oh, remember what you said?
It just-
These aren't our dogs anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
They
really
all went crazy after the departure.
It's really weird though, cause like, it also brings to the question to mind like, what the fuck does Kevin act like when he's like under, and like not, conscious of his activities? Like, does he just act like his normal
I
self?
think he acts like the hardest he's ever acted. Like in the show when he was what was it? When he was beating the shit out of someone.
They showed him one
I think he
time.
acts like that.
They showed
That's
him
when
one
he
time in
smoked
season
cigarettes.
1, and it was like he was walking around the city or like his little town, and he went to like get dry cleaning or some crap, like in the middle of the fucking night. Like went and
Wasn't he
stole.
drunk?
No, I thought he was blacked out.
And he went to the dry cleaner because his shirts kept disappearing. And he's all like, "You're not giving me my shirts
That's right,
back."
and they're all
And he,
fucking
like,
nailed to those
He
trees out in
finds him
the
later.
forest.
He threatened the guy.
What's
He's
up
like, "You
with
give me
things
this
being in the
shirt." And he
forest?
went to try to put the shirt on, and because he thought it was his, and it didn't fit him.
What's
And
up with things being in the forest? Because in the second season, the little baby birds inside the box buried in the forest.
Mhm.
The girls are running around naked in the forest.
I think that they're
it's all,
Wiccan,
it's all
pagan.
Like pagan stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I think it's all pagan.
I think that they induced a departure, dude. Like I think that they did something to bring it on
Do you
there.
think they wanted to go?
Yeah, I do.
She seemed like she was letting go when she was running.
Well, she really like just in the way she acted seemed like she was like didn't give a shit.
I liked her character.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought she was a little brat. Like put it nicely. well, I mean,
Put it any way you want.
she thought she was real smart. She like,
Yeah,
and
she's like a Berkeley grad.
yeah, boo.
Sorry, Berkeley guys. I just mean, you know what I mean. She feels entitled.
No, I don't know title, but I don't know. She was talking about like some other person's mom fucking a black dude. Like,
What?
just no, you don't remember that? Like, it was right when they first met. And
Oh, she's like, who's the baby?
yeah,
Is that yours or did blah blah blah?
Did your
blah,
mom
did
fuck a
fuck a
black guy?
or is
Yeah,
that
that's
yours?
and it's just like that type of behavior kind of like shows you like she like
She
thinks
she grew up without manners.
well she thinks she's really cute too and like she could get away with it, like acting like that.
I can see you hating someone like that.
Yeah, it's like fuck you. Yeah, show some respect for people's mommies.
And their black daddies that aren't around anymore.
Well, my question also about this episode is how fucking long is Matt gonna be up there? Because like he can't just get down. He has to wait for somebody else to
Yeah, that's what I
take
think
his
too.
place,
Yeah.
and like it's nobody knows he's even there. Like
Well-
he just fucking walked off in the middle of the night and said he'd be back soon.
It's not. I think what's going to happen is it's not someone that's going to be like, I will take his place. Someone's going to get in big trouble there, and then they're going to get thrown in it, and he's going to get released.
Actually,
And it's probably going to be the Swedish guy.
Actually, I'm waiting. Like, I almost got the impression, like, based on the look of the chick who was even like just
Swedish samurai.
closing the closing the rack down on him or whatever that's called.
They
I
call
can't.
it top knot.
Yeah, but she looked like almost sad to be doing it, and like I think maybe
She didn't
Matt.
expect it.
What?
She didn't expect it.
Yeah, because she wanted to be able to say, ha, you wouldn't take his place,
Well,
so ha, get out of here.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I think he might influence that camp.
No, that's
though.
what I was saying.
Like,
when we watched it
Oh,
first.
God.
Well, no, I mean like they
People
might
are
like
just
start
seeing
feeling bad.
sacrificing and, like,
Yeah, I mean, he's basically making himself into like a martyr.
He's performing miracles by hitting people with bow doors and calling them Brian.
Yeah. Well,
You
not
know, it's
calling
like,
him Brian. Just
What's your
saying
theory on
What if
Brian.
that guy takes his place?
Yeah.
You mean like what was I talking about?
Yeah, like, because when he hits the... Okay, so Matt hits this
You think
dude
it's somebody that he's
for
heard
500
called
bucks.
Brian, right?
No, I thought... We were all thinking of things, and one of the things I thought of was, like, maybe this guy departed, or maybe...
You guys
he
are
did something with this
probably
guy named
right,
Brian.
but like, dude, whenever I hear weird shit like that, it's always like the first thing in my mind is like, what if he can't come unless somebody screams Brian at him or something, you know? Like it's something off the wall weird.
But he
fucking-
seemed like he was very depressed about the problem.
Yeah. I was just saying like, those are probably the logical answers, right? Like the stuff you guys
Yeah.
are saying, but I was like saying like, you guys are
They're
still not getting weird enough. Like there's
Yeah.
possibilities here that are crazier than
Let's
that.
make it weird. This guy likes to jizz.
Yeah.
There seemed to be an emphasis on why Matt wasn't saying Brian.
He didn't really want to do it.
Yeah, you just
Well,
thought.
no, but I mean, he was like, why won't he say it? Like, I mean, it's like, I don't know, I would expect that if, like, it's a thing where he has to say it for it to work, then he would just be like, you gotta say it, you know? Like, you have to say Brian, or else this is pointless. Like, you just keep hitting me. Like,
That's right.
He was kind of basically saying that.
also, I want to just say that I was very happy to see Brett Butler.
Huh.
Even though she looks very rough and haggard,
Looks like a
it's
train wreck.
nice to see Brett Butler working again.
Grace
I love
Under
her.
Fire.
Grace
It's like
Under
She
Fire.
did not stop getting drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Well, you
no,
know,
I think she did because if
cheers
she,
to you.
the way she was drinking, she wouldn't even be alive right now if she hadn't stopped at some point.
Yeah.
She's only like 50. No.
Yeah, dude, maybe. I don't.
She's
Probably not. But like,
Nah,
dude,
she's-
yeah, her whole body looks like it's like collapsing in on itself like a dying star. It's not good. Well, dude, it's like crumpling down like a fucking mummy. Like just bad. And her skin is all like fucking stretched over her skull. It's like weird
She
looking.
didn't get like bad plastic surgery.
It looked like she had some work done to her lips.
Maybe,
They seemed
yeah, on her
way
lips,
more
yeah.
plump than I remember them being in Grace Under Fire, but I don't know.
Well,
Maybe,
Well, dude,
your
maybe,
lips
but she was a
naturally
lot.
get bigger.
Yeah, but she like lost a lot of weight since then too. So maybe like the lips stayed the same size and everything else just like fucking sucked back.
She cut back on the old-fashioned donuts.
Yeah, old fashioned are good.
It's my
I have the
favorite.
feeling something bad's gonna happen to the special kid in
The
Fargo. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go well. For leftovers, I think Kevin Garvey and John Murphy are gonna fucking butt heads at some point.
They're gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah,
It's gonna come down to one of them having to die, and it's gonna be.
John Murphy already
Definitely
almost
could be that,
died.
but I think something involving Kevin's powers, like Patty's gonna tell him something, and then Kevin will be like forced to take action, and
Yeah.
then he'll he'll see it, and that'll finally get him to like believe that there's actual like abilities or powers or something.
Wait, who has powers or abilities?
I think what's his name, Mike? Is it Mike? No, it's
John?
John. Yeah.
John Murphy.
John is gonna see Kevin do something that'll make him believe.
And
Yeah,
it'll-
he's already suspicious of Kevin.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
could
but
tell.
I mean, but he thinks just Kevin might be like crazy or something. Not that he might actually have.
You know what I think is gonna happen? I think it's either gonna be something with his daughter, like she comes back, that's gonna make him believe, or I think maybe
She said she knows where they
I
are.
think maybe his wife has been healed, and
Really?
I think
I thought
she
that
might
she-
actually be healed.
She just didn't tell him.
Yeah, cause like look at how he reacts to like everything
I
like
think
that in that
there's a
town.
possibility that he might be responsible for a hearing loss,
That
which is why he's
Okay.
so like
Yeah.
angry that she didn't get healed.
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm still waiting to hear why they. I mean, I'm pretty sure it has to do with the Old Testament shit, but like, why they're sacrificing those goddamn goats in the middle of the diners, like
Well,
slitting
I
their
think
fucking
it's to
throats
bless
wide
the
open.
food.
On,
Yeah.
But
no,
Yeah, but
that was one
dude,
of the
that's
things,
like-
during the plagues in Egypt, you smear lamb's blood on the doorway to ward off the Holy Spirit.
Well, in Leviticus, the book Leviticus, they talk a hell of a lot about goat slaughtering as part of sacrifice, and that's not pagan. I mean, like,
Yeah, but
I'm sure they took
that's-
that idea from pagan.
I said Old
like,
Testament,
Yeah.
not pagan.
Yeah, and
Like
neither are the plagues. Either like that was all.
It could just be the belief of anything, really,
Yeah.
pagan or otherwise.
well, it's
because
just weird. Like
everyone there seems to be a little bit of different stuff, and the people in the encampment are like of all different walks. So if some of them got granted,
it's
you know,
weird though because
sanctuary
it's
there.
something that just hasn't happened. Like people don't do that very much anymore, right?
I never
And
see
so, like,
goats get sacrificed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if it's happening, it's not happening where we'd see it.
I see people get thrown into these volcanoes that we're in, but I don't see.
Well,
goats
what I was
sacrificed.
gonna say though is, like, it almost makes me think maybe they were doing it before the departure. Like somebody was doing that, and then they think maybe that's one of the reasons why nobody departed. It was because they were sacrificing those goats.
And they sacrificed her hearing.
Well,
They
there's
also-
obviously like a goat farm somewhere near there.
They
'Cause-
also think that the water has special properties too.
Yeah, and the soil probably does too.
Yeah.
Well, they think everything about that place. Like they're kind of grasping at straws. It
They
seems
go,
like,
they go
like
sometimes,
maybe
spit in my
it's
face,
this.
spit in my face. Oh, I've been blessed.
Yep.
Holy spit.
I don't even get it. Like what? How did that fucking weird troop of people waiting outside of Miracle turn into like the hey, hurt us for God?
It looks
people?
like Woodstock with God.
But like
Yeah.
it's all that like penance shit though.
There's people that are being punished, but then there's just people that are dropping acid and having fun.
I think
Yeah.
though it's an offshoot of that though. I think it's like kind of like a weird like
They're like, this is our Woodstock.
I don't know if
It's like
it is
Burning
like that.
Man.
I think it's more like they're like, well, I mean, world basically ended, so we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's
it
that
seems
attitude,
But why
but
are they
also
there,
maybe
then?
like a last ditch effort to try and save themselves
Yeah,
from
maybe
this
that's
like
it.
inevitable
Well,
like second departure
yeah.
that they think is coming.
I think it's because they feel like if they're close enough to that place, they'll be protected somehow.
There's
They're gonna get
something.
screwed.
They're definitely like
No, I was thinking it's gonna that place is gonna be destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Before the end.
Something's gonna happen with the
Bombs
police. Where they're gonna
go
have
off. Someone's
something.
gonna set it on fire or something.
And I bet it will be John Murphy in charge of that.
Mhm.
Good old John Murphy.
Well, I think this
Throw
has
some
been
fire bombs. And,
a pretty good analysis and discussion.
Anything else?
I think we covered
Final
pretty much
words?
everything.
yeah,
just Matt, whether or not he's crazy.
Fat Todd, Fat Damon.
Jesse Plemons.
That's it.
Yeah, that's,
That's
it.
it. That's
All right.
that.
It's a fucking wrap, people.
Ugh.
It's number
We'll
one.
figure out our name next time.
Or you can figure it out for us.
And then-
Yeah, if you want to put stuff in the comments and help us figure out a fucking name, that's great. We'll welcome that. We'll pick the best one that we see. If not, we're gonna think of something cooler. Sorry.
Yep.